in my second year, we decided we reached the maximum potential of 173,201. Me and Michal Lipsker, we made a partnership. Michal Lipsker is a Rls Mechanech. I said, you're going to go be the mechanech, I'm going to go stand on the street corner. We started with one kid. I'll never forget. Actually, it was two kids. In Rabbi Hef's words, it was 1.5. It was a shocher, who was a goy, who was coming from the previous years. He was the only one left in the school, 195 Manhattan Beach. And we recruited one kid. The class that Michal gave over to this one kid, I'll never forget, he brought his whole contraptions with wax shofar. He showed him how to make a shofar and wax. Whatever, the kids are, I don't get into the education part of things. My union is recruiting. And L'Poel, your approach on the street has to be, and this is what we made a mistake in Queens. Can you come? Can you come? I have this problem. My son has chess, soccer in Jamaica. This. We'll bus you, Shazak. We'll send your bus to Jamaica for your son in Jamaica. Stay wherever you want. Just come. We have to scream and Muna Yiravabu with you. It's the wrong approach. We took the approach. We called up parents while the kids are in our school. You know, you're not here for 2 weeks. We have a lot of spots. We have a lot of kids that want to come here. You can't just take up a spot. This we did later when we had 60, 65 kids. But you can't come across like your hands and feet. You have to come across that we don't bus anyone home. You want to come to our professional school, you have to pick your kid up from school. That's how it was. Rule. And it worked to our benefit. And the last point I want to say, which is away from recruiting, we'll take questions if there is. There was a younger man today, he's shliach in Maryland, I think. If you want the successes and what you learn in release time, the experience you have in release time now, they always told this to me when I was a buffer, but now I can stand here and say it. What you learn in release time, plus from a nefesh v'hamistic perspective, what you learn in release time, and if you take your school and you look at it as your own moisit, that it's yours, and it's not just a 1 to 3 like someone mentioned here. We sat in the office 7 to 8 every time we got a card. Supper time, we knew the code to the release time office. We went in, we sat on the phone. Hello, I met you last night. Today I met you. What do you think? I know you have questions. And we pulled up there with a whole crew of Russians, and we gathered all the cards. The guy who spoke in the group would call. If you view it as your own moisid, Hashit, L'Deiris, the things you learn there that, like the Rebbe always taught us, all you need is one counts. And there's so many things you learn that I could tell you personally, today in my individual shlichus that I'm involved in, there's so many lessons that I've implemented from release time, and this is not just a pitch, this is a fact. Beyond recruiting, there was a young man in Baltimore. This is how you do it. If it's your moisit, he had a friend's wedding, you know what he did? This is how he viewed release time. He was in Queens, I think it was 164, 163. He booked the ticket from LaGuardia at 3:30 p.m. or something, or 4:30. He was the recruiter or the guy who would pick up the kids just to get them to the school, and the recruiter. He booked a ticket to his friend's wedding, who he could have just said, hello, yeah, I'm not coming, he's Agizum. And he built up his school like that. If the atmosphere in your school is, I can't make it today, I can't make it today. The year, Eli mentioned over here, there was 600, I don't know, but in my year, correct me if I'm wrong, you could ask Sadia in the record, there's a difference between attendance and register, because not every week does every kid come. In my year, there was 800 kids in the system. And this was because you had principals like this young man from Maryland, who he would have missed the release time. It's the precedence over Seder. You can miss Seder before you can miss release time. So you have to look at it as your own moisid and never miss it. And if you do miss it, chas v'sholom, it should be someone else's responsibility. That you call up someone and you forward, sorry. In my year, ich make an 8 buckets geschaffen, damit will mit release time. And if he did, it didn't work out. Question.
Okay, we're going to do 2 questions. 2 questions. And Can't wait to